Hello and welcome to Talking Defense, Rafael's Defense Magazine. Every program will be dedicated to a different subject with all relevant experts, data and aspects here in the studio and from around the world. And today, TROPHY APS system. And with me in the studio today is retired Brigadier General Michael Lurie, Vice President and Head of Land Maneuver Systems Directorate at Rafael. Retired Brigadier General Shmuel Olanski, Head of Innovation Program Center at our Advanced Defense System. And Aaron Hankins, Senior VP and GM at DRS Land Systems, joining us from the States. Thank you very much, sir. We'll start with you, Mickey. It's been exactly 10 years since the first operational interception of TROPHY system. Let's go back 10 years ago. It seemed at the time like science fiction.
Right. It was something no one could think about. It was something completely new. And I want to take us back to that incident, okay? I heard recording of the tank crew, 18-year-old, 19-year-old soldiers sitting in a tank, just idly, talking among themselves, looking at what's going on around them, seeing people move around near a mosque, and then suddenly there's a boom, okay? An explosion. And the soldiers don't understand what happened. And then they understand something, and they said, hey, we were supposed to be dead. Okay?
And that's the whole story.
And that's the whole story of the TROPHY, okay? It's automatic. No man has to do anything in it. It's autonomous, and it was 10 years ago, and even today, something completely new.
So give us 60 seconds about the TROPHY. What is it? On which vehicles does it operate? On what does it do?
Yeah. The TROPHY is an autonomous system, as I said. It detects that someone is shooting a missile at the tank. Okay? It understands it's happening, and then it follows the missile until it's 100% sure that that missile is going to hit that specific vehicle, be it a tank, an APC, an IFV, whatever. And then it intercepts the missile away from the tank. By doing that, it reduces the damage the missile does, and the missile won't penetrate the vehicle, okay? It'll just explode away from the tank.
So Shmuel, taking you back to the field where you grew up in the tanks, tell me the difference it makes. And you personally were at Operation Protective Edge within Gaza, seeing it, actually this miracle happens.
Yeah, I had the privilege to command the Armor Corps during Protective Edge. And it was the first operation that we have a complete unit that have a trophy on it, tank units. And I was on one of the tanks, and I saw the eyes of those soldiers that really felt that their life was safe. I climbed on the first tank that was shot with a rocket on this operation, no more than 3 minutes after the situation. And I look at those people's eyes, I look at this company commander, and I figure out, hey, they are alive now because of TROPHY.
So for the armored corps that you've been commanding, is it a game changer?
I must say that we felt that it was a game changer in the matters of defending the forces and protecting the soldiers. But in the end of this operation, when we figure out what really happens, we understood that the game changing was not only on protecting the soldiers, it was also allowing us to make much better performance in our maneuver, in our targeting. Because what happened is that TROPHY was the only system that allowed the crew member to understand where the enemy is. Since he is far away and it's an elusive enemy, TROPHY allowed the crew to detect where the launchers, the enemy launcher is positioned, and the tank was immediately able to react.
So, Mr. Hankins, thanks so much for joining us from the States today. Looking at it from overseas, tell me, how do you see TROPHY?
Yes, thanks for having me. So, at Leonardo DRS and our Land Systems business unit, we're continually looking for the best, most mature and effective technologies and solutions both domestically and with across allied nations, to integrate and address the most complex challenges of our demanding U.S. DoD customers. In this same time frame, since that first engagement, DRS and Rafael have been developing and strengthening our business partnerships, really based on mutual trust, good relationships, open collaboration, and strong communication across all levels of our organization. And for us, as we assess the opportunity to address protection, the protection requirement for the U.S. DoD, Trophy Active Protection System was a clear choice for us.
What future do you see for both this cooperation and for the system within the U.S. and further, beyond for other countries?
Sure, it's a great question. I can say from the U.S. Perspective, protection is the #1 priority for the U.S. Army's future vehicle programs. So I'm excited about DRS and Rafael continuing to work together to ensure the best protection technologies. Future variants of Trophy are ready when needed for both new and existing platforms. We see this expansion across other platforms, both domestically and abroad. And
what feedbacks do you get from your U.S. customers, from the U.S. Army? What do you hear from them?
Yeah, they're very excited about this capability. This is something that, as you saw in Israel, that is a game changer. It will save lives, and it is autonomous, and it helps the soldiers as they have a myriad of tasks that they're trying to complete, both to stay safe and complete the engagements. So this is a capability that is critical for them and is a key reason why I believe protection is a top priority for the U.S. Army.
Yes, Mickey, back to you. What future do you see for Trophy and for the battlefield? Because it changed the whole battlefield.
Right. So first thing, Trophy is evolving. We talked about something that happened 10 years ago. Okay, things are changing, and the Trophy system is changing. We're giving it more capabilities. It's becoming better and better. The second thing is that it's changing the way soldiers fight. It doesn't change overnight, but it is changing. And the third thing is that we, in Rafael, are now looking ahead. We're not waiting. We're not waiting for the enemy to understand how to defeat us. We're looking at the future systems, and we're thinking, and we're planning, and we're developing, and there's more to come.
Shmuel, we used to say that maybe tanks are a story of the past. Such systems make it a story of the future as well.
Yeah, I think that when we are thinking about the survivability of the ground maneuver, I think that Trophy is a system that can change our mind. Even on Protective Edge, we felt much more comfortable as a decision maker to send the unit to maneuver into the enemy territory, since they are much more protected. I explained before, it's not only defending, it's give you maneuver capabilities. So I think that when we will be able to put Trophy on all the maneuver players, and we will be able to put much more capabilities, as Mickey mentioned, with the Trophy, it will allow the ground maneuver to go back where it was before and to be the decisive maneuver, the decisive decision that will finish every war.
Mickey, a game changer?
Definitely. Definitely. In ground combat, I think that the missiles had the upper hand for quite a while, and Trophy changed that back. So the crew is now protected, and it can move freely, as Shmuel said.
Michael Lurie, Shmuel Olanski here in Tel Aviv, Aaron Hankins in the US. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining me. And that's all from us for today. We'll be back shortly with another edition of Talking Defense. Until then, stay safe and stay tuned. Bye-bye.